Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to week 7. Congratulations on making it this far. Seriously, so proud of you and all the hard work that you've done up until this point. 2 weeks left before we are done with this term. Again, so proud of you guys and all that you're doing. So, really quickly, this won't be a long video. Just wanted to go over a couple things as we head into this week. I don't really want to spend too much time talking about the content because a lot of the content is going to be centered around social media analyzing your calendars and different things like that. What I want to do is just briefly go over what the big 2 assignments are going to be doing. So this is where your final milestone all comes together. So in week 3, you had your milestone 1. In week 5, you had your milestone 2. So really, if you've done a good job and you've been paying attention and you have been revising based off of the feedback I gave you, for this final milestone, you are going to combine those things and then also add a social media schedule. So when you look at your rubric for this final milestone, there's one more section you'll need to do. So you've already done the first 2 sections. All you need to do is revise based off of the feedback I gave you. Then you're going to add a social media calendar. It'll be really important. There's a chart that's given to you. It's an Excel file. You're going to use that to generate a 2-week social media calendar based off of recommended times and frequency, things that you've already done. You're now just going to generate a physical calendar of that, and you're going to put that in that Excel document. So pay attention to what the rubric asks of you when it comes to paying attention to that. And here's the thing. I know it may seem tedious because I promise you at some point in time it will, but this is literally what social media managers and strategists do every single week, right? It's not just about deciding when you want to post and however you feel like it. It's about getting to the nitty gritty, right? It's about scheduling it. We usually like to do 2 weeks in advance because after 2 weeks, you never know what could happen, right? There's situations where people have scheduled posts and something devastating has happened in the world, and all of a sudden they're scheduling a post and it's super encouraging, or something completely unrelated to what's happening in the world and it could come up insensitive, or like you're not paying attention. So it's really important that we stick to usually about 2 weeks when it comes to building out and scheduling things. But that's going to be the final component of what you're going to be turning in for your milestone. So pay attention to that. Use the template that they gave you and pay attention to what's needed in terms of full sentences and things like that. Then for the journal, you're actually going to be doing reflection. And the reflection is going to be loosely based off of some of the reading you're going to be doing today. But really, this is a chance for you, now that you've developed a social media proposal and a plan that looks kind of similar to what you might do in the real world, now's your chance to reflect. How has that worked for you? What are things you've learned from? What are things you can grow in? There are specific questions that I'm going to need you to look at in your journal and in your final project. It is so important. For every single prompt within your assignments, you need to use section titles. I cannot repeat that enough. Use section titles. Don't just use one broad section title. For every undersection, for every subsection, use a section title. That's going to be so helpful for you. So that's going to be extremely helpful for me as I'm grading. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. I want to continue to be a resource for you. Again, proud of you and all the work that you're doing. This is beginning to wrap up everything that we've done so far this term. Take care, guys.